Hey everyone, this is Dhruvin and I welcome you all to Power Apps Beginner series. In this session we are going to talk about how we can apply sort on multiple columns in Power Apps. So now let's get started. In our earlier session we have discussed about how we can apply filter and search inside the Power Apps. Now in this session we are going to apply sort for multiple columns for the same grid. So now let's get started. First of all, let me just copy this plain grid from here and make its duplicate page, and now we will perform our sort operation over there. So here we are going to use two different functions for sort. I am going to explain each individual step in detail so you will get better idea. We have added some space on the top, so in next session we can also do search and sort together, but let's do sort first. Now let's add the sort icon on each individual table field. So I am just adding this sort icon everywhere. So I added this sort icon here. Same way, let me copy and paste that over here and place the sort icon on every header field. Okay, so I have added sort icon for each individual column. Just arrange that properly so it will show the better UI to you. That is your homework. Now let me explain you about the sort function. Here in this session we are going to use two different functions. One is sort function and one another is sort by columns function. Now I am following one mechanism for my sort. This is the code that I am using for every of my real life project. The reason is that both the function has few limitation, but if we use that combinedly, it will make our task more easier. Here, first thing that we need to consider that whenever you use sort by columns function, make sure that the data type of the column is text. If your column is choice type or people picker column or date column or integer column or any other column, then definitely you need to use only sort function. Sort by column will not help to you over there. Based on my experience and the code I have used in my live project, I prepared one generalized code by combining sort by columns and sort function. Now, if you have text column, you just need to use this code on the select event of your sort icon. Let me show you. So let's say this is my text column, that is title column. Now on select event of the icon, I need to set this variable sort column preference, that is text column. Sort column name, which column you want to sort. So this is the title column of the list, so just add like this. Sort column type, so this is the variable which is used to define ascending or descending order of the column. So sort column type, let's select as opposite of sort column type. So if first time it is selected, then it is ascending, and next time it's opposite, that means descending. This is the common structure for the column type text, right? Now what if my column type is not text, it is like date or it is choice column? Then we don't need this variable. We only need to mention sort column preference and sort column type, but this variable should be different for each individual column. For text type it should be same, no matter in that, but if you are using any other data type, then definitely you need to change the variable name as well. Now let me show you that thing. Now let's say my type of leave, right? So this is planned and unplanned leave. So just select this sort icon and let me just add the code like this. Sort column preference, that is leave type PL, and same way sort descending label type PL, so its opposite value over here. So let me just select this one, right? So this is the opposite of this one, right? Now let's select this approver field. This is the people picker column, right? Now I want to apply the sort for people picker. So same way, we just need to use update context variable, sort column preference approver. So you can take any name. It should not be similar like list name. You can add anything because this is something that we are going to use in switch, right? And any variable and its opposite variable, right? Same way, start date. Let me add a code. Column preference start date and its opposite ascending descending value. Same way for end date, select this one, add this code. The code is looking like this, right? Now leave status is a choice column. Now number of days, that is the number column, right? So for that, let's add this code, days and number of sort column days, right? So just remember this variable names over here like this, right? Then we'll go for leave status. On leave status, we need to add this code. Then this is the choice column. Same way, leave type variable we need to define here. So on select leave type, so leave type and its variable value, or department and its variable. Now we don't need sort icon on action, right? So we have set the variable. Now we just need to change the code inside these items, right? Because we are going to use two different functions, sort by columns and sort function. Now sort by columns applicable for multiple columns, sort column only applicable for a single column. Sort by column do not accept the value for the choice column, people picker column, date picker column, or lookup column. So at that time you need to use sort function. So basically, if I see here, this is my text column. All of other columns are some other types of column. So basically I need to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 different sort function because sort by column doesn't support those data types. Sort by columns only applicable for this description column. That will also help you like whenever you have more than one text column, right? So you don't need to repeat that code procedure, right? Now let me explain you how we can do that. For that we need to manage one switch operation here. Like how do I know which sort function we need to call, right? For that we have done this work. Like we can know, like my click has been performed on this column, so I want to change the sort order based on that column, right? So this is something that we need to apply here over. So now this is leaves list. Now let me remove that, and now let me add switch variable first. In switch, first of all we will talk about column preference over there. So first of all we will add a code like this. Inside the switch we will check what is the sort column preference. Now if the sort column preference is text value, right, text column, then what should be happen? We need to use function sort by columns, right? Now what's its syntax? We need to provide the source and column name over here, right? So now what is my source? My source is leaves, right? Now my column name is sort column name, so we have defined three variables here, right? So sort column name is title, right? Only for the text column we are using this variable, otherwise this variable do not came into picture in any function, right? So my sort column name is title. So let's go again here. You can see that sort column name, and this is the ascending and descending order code. If sort column type is true, then ascending, else descending, and if it's opposite, then it will call its corresponding action here. Now let's just complete this code over here. And now let's just format this text. So the code will look like this. We have used sort column function, sort column preference here. If it is text column, it will execute this part, right? Now let's check this code over here. Let me click here. So you can see that whenever I'm clicking on this sort icon, you can see that it is sort based on this title column, right? So it is now showing the P character first, and now it is showing the ascending order with D, right? So that is how it is working. Now let's apply sort for the leave type, right? Now in order to do that, just select this variable. Here we are getting two different variables. This is my switch type and this is my variable. Now go to the items code, and now let's add one more condition here. Now what is the condition? Now my switch value is leave type PL, so this will look like this. Then we need to use sort function, so let's use sort, and inside that we need to provide our data source, that is leaves list. Then we need to provide on which column I want to apply my sort. So basically this planned unplanned leaves internal name is select type. So this is the select type dot value because it's a choice column, and then we need to provide its order, whether ascending or descending. For that we already have managed one variable, so we are using the condition if that variable is true then ascending, otherwise descending. So once it is clicked it is ascending, and second time it's converted to descending, right? So we just need to use that code. Now let me just close this sort function over here, right? Now let me just format my code here. So this will look like this second condition, correct? Now this is absolutely fine. Now let's check that. So leave type, let me sort that out. You can see that the sorting is working absolutely perfect here, right? Now same way, this is the people picker column. Now I want to apply the sort for people picker. Just remember the variable that we have defined, the type is approver, and this is the variable that we have defined, right? Now go to the items code. Now add the copied code. Switch type is approver. Then again we need to use sort function, sort leaves list, right? Then we need to provide the column name, that is manager dot display name, because on people picker I wanted to sort the code based on display name, right? So I'm selecting that. Now we just need to provide ascending and descending, right? Now in order to do that, let's just add this condition, like if the variable is true then ascending, else descending. Just close your sort function and we are good to go, right? Now let me just format this code. This will look like this. Now let me check that again. You can see that I applied the sort here and it is working absolutely perfect for me. You can see that, right? Now we need to apply the code for start date and end date, right? Now for that what we need to do is similar way, we need to copy its switch value, that is start date, and this variable. And now let's add the sort function for start date here, and similar way, and we need to copy its switch value, that is start date, and this variable. And now let's add the sort function for start date here, and similar way end date. So I am copying this entire code and then I am explaining to you. So let me just go to the items code. Let me go to the switch. Let me place comma. The first block is for start date and second block is for end date. Now only change is here. Now whenever you use this column name for start date and end date of list, you just need to use value function inside that. So it will consider that as a value, and based on that it will apply the sort, right? So I added this code. Now let's test that. So start date, you can see that it has been filtered. You can see that it is in ascending descending order is being changed. Similar way for end date as well, it is working absolutely perfect, right? Similar way for number of days, that is the integer value, right? So here as well we just need to use the value function over here inside the column name. So let me add one more sort condition here. So I just need to select this row, and now I'm just showing you comma, then we just need to add days, and inside that sort, same way values inside the column name, and this is my if condition of the variable, right? Now let's filter that out and let's check that. So this is the number of days, so it has been sorted out, right? Now leave status, leave type and department, all of these three are choice columns, right? So similar type of code we need to repeat in the sort function. So let me add that code over here and let me explain you. So let's go to the item code again. I'm going here and now I'm adding that code. First of all, let's add the code for the leave type, right? For leave type I have a code over here like this, then for leave status and for department, right? So let's add this code. Let me press comma and let me just add the code for the department, that is the department dot value and the variable that we defined, leave status dot value and the variable that we defined, right? And now same way for status, department and leave type. Okay, we have added all three codes here, and now let's check that leave type. Let's see, it is working absolutely perfect. Same way for department, it is also working perfect, right? And for status, let's check that it is also working perfect, right? So this is how we can implement the sort function for our grid. Now you can see that how the code look like lengthy, right? So you can see that my code is looking like this large code, right? But the logic is very simple and very straightforward, and this is how you can apply even sort for your people picker column or a lookup column, or even you can apply the number column or date picker column, or every type of column you can apply this type of sort. Now in my next session what we are going to do is we are going to combine our sort function and search function together, so it will work as a perfect demo over here, right? Now we are going to do in my next session. Now one important thing we need to remember here, let's say for an example, by default what happened here is you came for the page for the first time, it will not show any data to you here, because what happened here is inside the item code we have passed the sort column preference value over there, right? Now what we need to do here is on visible of the page, let's pass sort column preference by description, so it will automatically sort the data based on the description column. So we just need to select the screen and we just need to provide on visible code, and let's provide one update context variable like this, update context sort column preference text column. So what happened here is whenever we came for the first time on this screen, it will automatically sort by text column, right? So this is one important step we need to do at last. If you have any question related to this sort function, you can add your questions in the comment section. If you are for the first time to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe and press the bell notification to never miss any updates from my channel. Stay tuned with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter and WhatsApp. If you wish to receive the daily notification from my channel, click on this link. It will be redirecting you to this form. Fill the form and you will be receiving daily notification from my WhatsApp. If you are looking for any consultancy, just click on this link. It will be giving you my WhatsApp number. Ping me over there and we can connect for the consultancy. Stay tuned with me. Have a great day. Goodbye.